Hi guys, my name is Mike, and this is weapon guide for the M249 LMG. We're going to start with the raw data. Close range, it's a 3-shot kill. Mid range, same thing, 3 shots, and long range, you need 1 more shot, 4 shots. With flak jacket, it's a 4-shot kill close range and 2-shot for a headshot. Let's look at the rate of fire. The M249 empties a clip in about 12 seconds, so I calculated from that the rate of fire is approximately 500 rounds per minute, which is it's very slow. It's probably the slowest firing weapon in the game. So these are the stats against humans, against people. Let's see what the M249 can do against vehicles. If you see a chopper, and it's especially if it's damaged, shooting it will eventually bring it down. If you have a silencer, it would be better because the pilot wouldn't be able to shoot back at you, wouldn't know where you were. And same thing applies for Humvees. If there's a damaged Humvee and it takes a few bullets from you, it will eventually blow up. So let's take a look at some gameplay. And for those of you who are aware of my channel and have followed some of my videos, you know that this is my favorite map, and it's a map that I do very well on most of the times because it's a gun-on-gun map. There's no vehicles, it's just you, your gun, and your airstrikes. What's a general strategy for the M249? Basically what you want to do is you want to find choke points, and this is the choke point on this map. I mean, I'm making my job whenever I play on my own to hold the flank, let's say, and try to keep the enemy from rushing the B flag. This is what I usually do on this side of the map. I contest the B flag. If I'm on the other side, I'll probably be on top of that roof if I have an LMG, or I'll be running with an SMG through the middle, never from this side of the map. And going back to the LMG, what you want to do again is find choke points and find higher ground and shoot people from a point where you have the advantage. What you also need to do is you need to stay behind your teammates, because rushing with the LMG won't get you anywhere. You get killed most of the time. So what you want to do is stay back, stay behind your teammates, and that way, first of all, you don't get killed, and then you pick off kills from enemies that are injured. So it's a double benefit, if you like. And you need to keep your engagement medium to long. I mean, close range, the hip fire on the LMG is just horrible. I mean, this range right here is perfect for the LMG, but you need to also pick your fights. I mean, I was outnumbered there. There was no chance of me getting anything positive. So keep moving, trying to find another spot where I can do some damage to the enemies. And when you're firing, the thing is, most people say that you have to burst fire the M249. That is true for extremely long distances, but at this distance here, you see, it was I killed the guy really quick. You don't need to burst fire the weapon at this range, provided that you use steady aim, of course. If you don't use steady aim, it's another issue. I mean, it's very difficult to get kills without steady aim on the M249. So okay, let's get into some more detailed stats on the gun itself. It's a 3-shot kill close range and medium range, and it's a 4-shot kill long range. That makes it that gives it the exact same stats as the T3AK, the M16, and the SCAR Light, the burst fire weapon, not the LMG. So actually, with talking about the assault rifles, I mean the M4 and the ACR, the M249 kills quicker than the ACR at long range. I know this may sound a bit odd, but according to my stats and my calculations, it kills faster long range, and I'm not taking into consideration the the recoil, of course, but it is a very competent weapon for long range engagements. Right, so let's talk about, first of all, I still think that guy is on the roof there, so I'm afraid to move forward until he's taken out. So I climb the roof here and see what happened, but he was taken out by a teammate of ours. That was a good spot, but he realized it a bit too late. They already lost the round. So let's talk a bit about the infantry abilities that you can use with the M249. I think that tactical reload and steady aim are two must infantry abilities. I mean, you can't play the M249 without them. Tactical reload for obvious reasons, because it takes ages to reload, and if you're in the middle of a firefight, you don't want to lay down and reload for 3, 4, 5 seconds. I don't know how long it takes. And the other one, steady aim, I think is essential, because you really cannot manage the recoil without steady aim. You end up having an M16. I mean, you'd have to single shot every shot. You can't just hold down the trigger and spam. So these two infantry abilities are must. And to complete the 5 points, I suggest Penny Pincher. I mean, you can buy your airstrikes cheaper, and you can complete the M249 setup in that you keep people not spawn trapped, but you keep them away from the objectives. You could alternatively use Ghost and Quick Draw, but I don't find real use in Ghost. Quick Draw would be useful, but definitely not Ghost. I avoid using it in general. So for my purchase abilities, I use a Cluster Bomb. I use that on every class that I use airstrikes. I think it's the best airstrike to use. Hellfires are absolutely horrendous, and the what's it called? The White Phosphorus. It's very good for this map, but it's only good against soldiers, as in people. It's not good against vehicles. Cluster Bomb, you get both. You kill infantry and you kill vehicles as well, tanks or piranhas or whatever. So the second purchase ability that I use is, believe it or not, it's ammo resupply, and I do that not so much for the ammo on the gun, even though you do run out, especially if you start shooting drones. And you know, by the way, if you see a drone, it's usually 4 or 5 bullets, so make the effort and take it out. Don't just let your teammates die. And by shooting at the drone also frees up your slot for something else. I mean, don't need a RPG or whatever, or a proximity launcher. So yeah, going back to the ammo resupply, I use it because of the grenades and the flashbangs and whatever you're using. Lately I've been using the what's it called, the WP grenade. I find it very useful. It's almost like having 4 grenades if you learn how to throw it. You just need to throw it really, really high to get to that target. So that's all I had to say about the M249. If we move into a bit more strategy about cul-de-sac, I know I've talked about it in other videos as well, but especially on ground control, what you want to do is you must win the first round. If you lose the first round, the chances of you winning the game are slim to none. I mean, there's so many choke points, so many high vantage points, that if you're behind on the score and you're starting to try to cap flags, you'll end up dying again and again, and especially with all the airstrikes in this map. So winning the first round is crucial, and that's why I use my airstrikes from the very beginning. In other maps, I'll keep my airstrikes for the end when I know that there's a lot of tanks out on the ground. But on cul-de-sac, I'll use my airstrikes from the beginning, trying to pin people back into the spawn so that they don't get to the objectives, and this is what I'm doing here. So For the second round, what I usually do is I do contest it. I mean, I don't stay back, but I don't. It's not an all-out effort because of those choke points. This one in particular. I mean, you have if the second round goes towards this side of the map, it's very difficult to actually get to the objectives, the A and B objectives. So most of the times you'll find that games on cul-de-sac end 2-1. So what I do is I do contest the second round, as I said, but I try to keep back, and I have in my mind that the minute the round ends that I'm going to retreat and try to win the new objectives, try to capture the new objectives. So also what you want to do is you want to control the blue house, you want to control the middle of the map, and like I'm doing here, hold the flanks. If you're playing on your own, a nice challenge that you can set yourself is to hold down a flank on your own, just like I'm doing here. Like my teammates are killed in front of me, but I'm here and trying to pick people off as they are moving towards the B flag. So that's really it, guys. I mean, I hope you've found this video entertaining or interesting or informative or whatever. Just leave your comments below. I know I'm struggling at times with my English. I do speak English, but it's very difficult to talk for 12 minutes about a game. So bear with me at times. I'll be doing ahs and oohs and whatever, but thanks for the comments. I mean, there's been a lot of positive feedback in general, and this gives me also the chance to thank a couple of people. In particular, Wake Rider, Democritus, and Juan Bernardo, who've been. We also have YouTube channels, and they've been supporting me from the beginning. So I'll put a link of their channel in the description if you want to check them out. And also Respawn Free Gaming and R. Thomas. The link will be in the description. So that was the game, 48 and 10. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye.